As a youngster, the main motive was to serve the country. I was always inclined towards serving my country, and that's what made me pull towards being an army officer. I was an athlete by myself. I used to play for my college, universities, and also I was a good football player. I remembered I jumped into the rink and I went to the inside and lifted that guy on my shoulder and I brought it out, and the whole stadium, they all stood and they clapped.
Hello everyone, welcome to Legend, presented by XIM University, powered by School of Communications. This is a platform dedicated to sharing lives and achievements of extraordinary individuals, each a legend at their own right. So ladies and gentlemen, today on Legend we have with us someone who has not only shaped the field of orthopedics but also has been on the forefront of innovation of healthcare technology. Professor Major Dr. Sarthak Patnaik has been in this career for almost 20 years. He is an ex-Indian Army officer, a senior consultant arthroscopy and a sports surgeon. His contributions have earned him the Mahatma Gandhi Leadership Award. He has also founded several organizations such as Lifelink, Sports Science India, SSI Fanzine, etc. He also serves as the official doctor for Indian national ice hockey team. We have the privilege to have him here with us today to discuss the vision of Indian future of athletes. Thank you so much, Dr. Patnaik. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Dr. Patnaik, your journey in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine has been really fascinating. If you could share with us the first time that you felt the spark in you that you could choose this career and the experience how you did it.
See, as a youngster, the main motive was to serve the country. I was always inclined towards serving my country, and that's what made me pull towards being an army officer. But since I was a short service commission officer, I had to leave army after a span of 5 years. But there was always back of my mind that I need to continue serving the country. So I was a doctor before I joined the Indian Army. So I said, okay, fine, let me come back and leaving the once I was a doctor in the Indian Army, and I came back and I thought of, okay, let me do my specialism. I was an athlete by myself. I used to play for my college, universities, and also I was a good football player. So I was very much inclined towards sports and athletes. Unfortunately, the time during my time was quite different. Our parents were not so sports friendly. So we have to be very much well centered or focused towards studies, because there used to be only 5 major streams of profession. Either you have to be a doctor, an engineer, or a lawyer, or a chartered accountant, or something, or a CA, something like that. But any other medium of education was not so well accepted, and sports person, it used to be a bit of sin. So but I was quite inclined towards sports, so I said, okay, fine, let me complete my studies and do something for the sports industry and the athletes. And then if you see many, I could at that time when I was pursuing my career, I could see many sports persons I was coming across, somebody has to cut short their career because of the tremendous injuries or the post-op rehab protocols which they can't achieve in our country. Following which I got motivated and I went to multiple countries, such as I was in South Africa, I was in Spain, I was in United States before I came back to India and started my own organization on a Sports Science India, where we could bring the complete knowledge of proper sports science and the new techniques to treat our sports persons very well and properly. So the passion was always there, and you know, any passion, it's not something which is once achievable. It's a complete, it's like a vicious cycle. You have to go on round and round on top of it. Yeah.
So you have founded several organizations such as Lifelink, Sports Science India and Devadana, especially Sports Science India. What inspired you to become an entrepreneur in this field, and how do you see these initiatives in the near future of the sports medicine field?
So when I was a student, I just like you all, I used to attend many big professors, and there used to be few mentors. So there are few mentors whom I used to follow, and you know, used to go to multiple cities to see what different they are doing. The most thing when I started meeting with multiple people and very good mentors is that one thing I learned is you have to completely innovate things. You have to go on. It is a never ending program. There is a saying that sky is the limit, but no, it is not true. Actually, there is beyond the sky. There is something which you can achieve beyond the sky. So I thought, okay, fine, in my subject, you know, being a sports, I'm a surgeon, and sports is my super speciality. There are multiple things coming in sports, such as the technology, such as the various science which helps to treat patients. You know, there is because when you tell your individual or a sports person, a professional sports person or anyone, like, you know, this is your problem, these are with this gadgeted machines or this sophisticated machines or assessment scales, we can improve your speed even just by a fraction of 1 second. They are quite excited and they just want to follow any protocol. So this innovation technologies which is always there present around you helps motivated me to, you know, do more and more, and to pursue this I needed lot of help. I do lot of research and also met people who can guide me and help me and to reach certain amount, and you know, sports science itself is a very big department. It's a subject by itself. It has got multiple short streams such as sports medicine. It has got sports science itself, you know, the various the biomechanics. It has got sports surgery, which I am a surgeon, you know, and you have got certain subjects where you deal with the small cartilages. We have got sports physiotherapy, we have got sports psychology, you have got sport journalism also, you know, because journalists, they also play a major role in the life of a sports person. And to conclude with the strength and conditioning guys. So such a vast subject requires lot of you know, innovations, and you have to be continuous. So that helped me keep going on to reach one after the another.
And sir, about Sports Science India, as you said, it's growing so much. And what about the initiatives that it's going to take in the near future, and what all events that is happening? Can you share something with us about that?
See, Sports Science India is the Eastern India's first sports science organization. To start with, when I came back from United States, being an ex-Indian Army officer, I went and did my first camp in an army camp, in which I trained around 100 odd army personals, you know, the essence of fitness and what exercises we should do. So we were instrumental in conducting the first sports science conclave of Eastern India, which was done last year in Kalinga Stadium, and this year we are continuing it again on the 8th of December in 2024 in the same venue, Kalinga Stadium, along with our SSI Sports Awards, which we dedicated to the highly top sports person in the country.
We wish you all the best for that.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And so you also, Sports Science India also has a magazine called Fanzine India,
Yes.
and you are the editor-in-chief. So how do you believe that sports journalism continues to broader understanding of sports sciences in this country, medicine and innovation, anything that is happening related to sports and science in this country?
See, what happened, journalists play a massive role in this country. So when I was a kid, or you would have, you know, in those days, you know, the pen holds a lot of value. So if a journalist has its pen, We doctors have the stethoscope or something like that. But nowadays, with the time of digital era, we are all going into ticks and clicks. So what is happening now, I will go back again, journalists can really, they are the, they are what the country looks for, what this, we get really carried or get, they are the real heroes in of the television. Now if you see me, if you really listen me loud, now what happened, there are multiple publications, multiple researches, multiple new innovations are going in the field of science, in the field of sports, apart from the achievement or the sports news what we do. So what is the medium through which a common man can learn that and can practice it in his day-to-day life? Now you tell me, like if I go on speaking here all the scientific terminologies, most of your viewers won't understand because you have to put it in the basic language. So the main reason why I brought up with fanzine, the name of the newsletter, the magazine, is that we try to bring those research topics, those strength and conditioning papers, those rehab protocols into a complete, slightly layman language with proper pictorial representation, so that everyone can practice. We have readers such as the coach can go through, the sports person himself can read it, because if you really agree with me, most of our sports persons comes from low backward ground, and their education is not as per what high standard. So they need a proper common mode in which they can learn things. So this is how we try to reach people, and there we also get many international articles. So my editors and my team helps that to simplify it and put it to the mass, so that we can reach to the countryman.
It's a really nice initiative.
Thank you.
Sir, as the official doctor for Indian ice hockey team, how do you integrate with such hectic plans and hectic competitions and routines that they have? The players need physiotherapists, and what do you especially integrate in their routines that they have a healthy lifestyle going on? Basically, how do you treat them?
Say national team has got like Indian ice hockey team. It's one of the most I would say that is one of the best team we have, because you should understand ice hockey is completely different from any sports. It is different also from the basic field hockey what we see on TV, because ice hockey is a high impact sports. If you have seen any in TV, you would have seen the impact, they hit each other and they go and clash on the boards. So for this, the fitness of the sports person is highly important, and it's highly demanding. So being the doctor of the national team for last say 7 years and still continuing, what I have seen is you can't be just the one. It is not a one-man army. We have a complete team. We have a assessment team who try to get to do the proper assessment of each sports person. We have got a strength and conditioning guy who can the assessment goes to him, and he tries to see what is the need for the sports person. My job being the doctor and also the complete technical, I go and put the sports science aspect into it, what exactly the need, the analytics and everything. And along with that, we've been well supported by our sports physiotherapist who goes and does all the exercises. So yes, it is a complete team job, and when you do an assessment and come and say to a sports person, say this is what you've been lacking and this is how it can improve your performance, they really go for it, because every sports person in our country not only has to compete with his friends, he has to compete with himself, because the more he compete, the more he the more he reproduces himself, or the more he performs himself better, the higher his demand is. So this is one thing which we have to be also on toes to while treating any national sports persons.
We are extremely proud of the Indian ice hockey team. They are doing really well.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
So you have treated various sports celebrities like Neeraj Chopra, Ravi Kumar, Mary Kom, etc. and also the future athletes, you're sponsoring them for the next Olympics.
Yeah.
So how is it like, can you share any experience that you have with them or any fun episode to share? How do you deal with them?
One of the experience which I will say, while I was the doctor for the Indian ice hockey team, and we were playing in, I think, in Kyrgyzstan, and India was not playing that match. It was a semi-final match between Malaysia and Kyrgyzstan, and we were all sitting on the podium and we were watching the game. Due to the high impact sports, one of the guy, he fell down and broke his leg, and during the game, and the whole stadium went on complete pause. Though I was not the team doctor, or I was not the match doctor at that time, I remembered I jumped into the rink and I went to the inside and lifted that guy on my shoulder and I brought it out, and the whole stadium, they all stood and they clapped. That was the really proud moment, when even till date when I say I really feel happy of myself, because that was a very proud moment, because that day they understood what India is and what we are for. Similarly, players like Neeraj Chopra or Ravi Kumar or any persons, they don't have major problems, but their performance is very important. So even when you treat them or when you diagnose the proper cause and you help them, even a minute of second to enhance their performance, they are very happy. So there is no such fun moments, but yes, I would say there is very much satisfactory moments in which you feel like, fine, I have done something for my player. I have made my player go back to the sports, because says the Odisha Ranji players, or as you said, I have been supporting. The moment I see a sports person whom I know and he is on the field and winning a medal for the country or for the state, I feel extremely proud. Okay, I got my fees, something like that. Because through SSI, we sponsors many needy sports person. We also give free treatment to many sports person who can't, bear the cost of the expensive surgeries. So this is how you get your reward of, because of them today you have invited me. So that's how it counts.
I hope the people you're sponsoring and supporting, they win the next Olympics.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah. So you as someone who operates both spheres such as communication, journalism and medicine, how do you incorporate both the things in one, because both the spheres are extremely hectic? How do you manage and communicate both of them, because both of them are succeeding really nice? So how do you manage that?
Yeah, it's not, I won't say it's tough, because I've never found it's very hard, because when you have a good team, like as you guys, you are all journalists, and you're the future journalist of the country, you all must know your subject very well. But to grow any organization, we need a good leader. So if you are a good leader and you have got a very good team, things get very simple. Now, being a surgeon, and since I have come up with this magazine, Sports Science India fanzine, my job is to bring the material and connect my team with the demand which is there in the market. So once I bring the material, I try to I simplify it for them, and they are magicians. You guys are magician in your field, and you come with such nice presentations. Your photography team does wonderful photos, and that helps. So I would say that yes, though it is my baby, I can know how to grow it, but I need the supports of teachers, I need the support of the school teachers, I need the support of the whole system around it. So I will say basically it's a dual. I'm been well supported by my team of editors and journalists.
And you're doing it, and you're doing really well in that.
Yeah, we have at present around 20,000 readers, and fanzine is present in 6 countries, and we have also got a weekly sports news which is known as the SSI Sports This Week. So we've been trying hard. It's a new field, being a surgeon, but let's hope for the best.
It's already successful, and I hope it reaches new heights.
Yes, thanks.
And so lastly, would you like to give any pro tips to the young audience who might be aspiring to be at the stage where you are at today?
Well, I will just say that as everybody says, that the hunger should go on. Few things which I try to always, few points which I always keep in my mind is, never stand too close to any object which you want to achieve in your life. You have to go 2 steps back and try to see it in toto, so that you try to understand what exactly it is and how big it is and who are the people looking for it and how can I achieve it. Because when you stand close, now to take the example of an elephant, if you want to get hold of an element, you stand close to it, you can see its tail or maybe the trunk. But when you stand close away from the elephant, you can see the whole elephant. It is something like that. So you need to be very focused. You need to understand any profession is just like football. There has to be a goal, and football is your thing. So you need to go for the ball, drive it around, reach the goal post, hit it in the goal post, and you achieve your goal. So it is something that, so chase your dreams, be very hungry, be innovative, never stop believing yourself. Everybody is special, you all can do something. You can do 2 or 3 things at a time. If something succeeds, the other thing might flop. Even if it flops, it teaches you what you did mistakes, so you can improvise yourself. Keep trying, and one day we will succeed. Thank you.
We hope to contribute in your company as well and partner with you in the near future.
You guys are always open, anytime.
It was a pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thank you.
Your remarkable journey and your vision for future and your support for the young athletes has really inspired every one of us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for an insightful session. We wish you all the best for your near future.
Thank you.
With this, we conclude today's episode of Legend. Until then, stay inspired and keep chasing your dreams.